welcome back to the e-commerce series that we are currently doing on Life with Vonnie. I'm here with my videographer Dean behind the camera at the moment, and we thought it'd be an awesome idea for me to kind of go through some different Shopify sites and kind of give my opinions on them and what things that they could improve on and what things they're doing really well and what things that could overall sort of help that Shopify store go to the next level. Let's see, I thought it'd be really fun, and literally I haven't done any research on any of these prior. Dean is gonna let me know a certain niche. So let's just say, for example, footwear, and then I've just gotta go and Google and then use the Koala Chrome extension to identify whether it's a Shopify store. Although I will say I can genuinely tell if something's a Shopify store, but nonetheless, I'll double check before I analyze a WordPress store, let's say. So yeah, we're gonna get started and see what we can identify. Let's do it. Okay, so Dean, I'm gonna leave it to you. Do you wanna pick a niche for me to start with?
I reckon something around activewear.
Activewear. Does anyone know that meme? Anyways, activewear. Let's see. Okay, some Google shopping, expected. LSKD is definitely winning on the shopping front. That's pretty exciting. Followed by Nimble Active. Then having a look here, Lorna Jane, Running Bear, Style Runner, very cool. Rockwear, Lorna Jane. Gosh, it's gonna be hard to pick. You know what, because I don't wanna click on an ad and obviously charge the brand, I'm gonna click on something organic. I'm gonna click on Style Runner. Okay, and let's see if I can identify if it's a Shopify store or not from first look. It kind of looks like a Shopify store. I'm gonna place my bets and say that it is a Shopify store. Oh, it's not a Shopify store. No way, really? It really does look like one. Okay. All right, I stand corrected. Maybe let's try Nimble Activewear, which was in the Google shopping as well. I don't think that this is a Shopify store. You wait, I'll search it and it will be one. Oh my gosh, it is one. Damn it. All right, first of all, they really have a few things going on that are starting to pop up, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. They're really trying to do whatever means possible to get in contact with you again. So I don't ultimately see that as a bad thing. Obviously, I wanna see how they interact and that if I wanna opt out, I can. So it goes, hey girl, hey, so instantly appealing to myself as a female. So whether they have used an AI technology to know that I'm female or whether it's just a female brand, it kind of looks like just a female brand to me. Hey girl, hey, receive occasional notifications for sales and exciting new releases with a P, oh, what was that? A P symbol. Allow or later. You know what, I'm not gonna get your notifications at the moment, Nimble, just because I don't know what your activewear is like, so I'm gonna click later. Okay, and now I'm still here with my pop-up. Win a $250 voucher. Enter to win a $250 gift voucher to spend online. We'll pick one winner every month. I'm actually very curious. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that because I haven't actually done that for my clients in a while, so good one. Really like that. You know what, I'm gonna give my email. You're in. We'll let you know via email if you're a winner, so keep your eyes on your inbox. Cool. Okay, so let's have a look at the homepage here. So already I can see that they have a top bar at the top, which is nice, which says free shipping over AU $100. So that's good. That instantly tells me what the conditions are about shipping so that I'm not shocked at the end. It kind of sets the tone that they do want you to spend maybe at least $100 with them in order for you to get that free shipping incentive. One thing I will note, oh, it does a little switch. That's cool. So now it says easy 30-day returns. That's really good. I think for a lot of people, particularly in fashion, they want to know what that returns policy is. Approximately around 67% of people look at the returns policy before purchasing, particularly in e-commerce fashion. So that's a huge percentage of people that need to know what is going on. So for them to really cover that objection straight away in a really beautiful way, I'm a big fan of. One thing I will note is that as soon as I start scrolling, that top bar goes away. It is kind of a bit of a personal preference and maybe a brand preference of whether they want that to be in your face as you shop. I definitely think that it's not ultimately necessary if you don't have a code. However, if this brand decided to put a code on, I would recommend for that top bar to scroll with the feed so that when people are going to check out and they're not trying to identify where the code is. We all think that customers can be quite clever when it comes to our own website, but sometimes they're not. They're scrolling through going, I can't find this code anywhere, and all they had to do was scroll to the top of the page, but particularly on something like mobile or something where you have significant amount of scrolls, that might not be that obvious for a lot of people. So my one advice would be is if they do a sale with a code, that they should make sure that that top bar scrolls with the page so people know where it is. Okay, so let's start. So cool, they've got their logo in the top left. I just clicked it went to the home page, which is good. That's native to ecom. All right, let's have a look at their category menu. So we have shop, and then we have featured, collections, tops, bottoms, sale. I'm gonna click on featured, see what happens. Okay, that was clickable. I didn't know if that was clickable or not, so I don't know if they, made that obvious or whether that's, let me go to collections, what happens? Cool, okay, it is clickable. I don't know if they want to make that obvious that it is clickable, because I would never have known unless I'm like doing what I'm doing now. Okay, looks like there isn't too much on that collection sort of category menu here, which is good. Definitely don't want to have like so much going on, particularly in the way that they've laid it out. I think it's really cute that they've done some emojis. I actually haven't seen that before. That's quite fun. If I were them, depending on the brand, they might not want to highlight that sale is a thing, but I can see that the sale is on the top right there. They could make the sale a slightly different color. Not like it has to be bright red unless they do want to do that, but just something that like highlights to that sale customer that it's there. Because I actually didn't see it initially. It like took me quite a few seconds in order for me to see the sale option. So I would maybe slightly change the color to like maybe like a mauve purple or something. I love their banner. That's really cool how it, on the sides there it switches and then the middle one stays the same and then the writing changes. I think that's beautiful. It's really nice. But what happens when I click onto it? Where does it go? New, very good. And then what I saw in the photo, let me go back. Okay, what I saw in the photo did not actually come up when I actually clicked into new in. So as soon as I get to new in, it's come up with 3 different jumpers and then followed by a tank and then into those. So look, I mean, it's not too far down the page where those products were placed, which is good. But if you are on mobile, you would have had to have scrolled about 5, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finally seen what you were after. So it's a good experience. Like I think 5 scrolls, you probably could get to that product. If it was on like the second page, that's when I would really flag that, because someone may have been looking for that exact piece, and if they can't find it, then they're likely to abandon and not enjoy their experience. Let's go back to the home page. I know, I'm so extra. Okay, so then we'll come back a bit to the, actually, you know what? No, we're gonna go back up. I got really excited about the creative. We're gonna go through the category menu a little bit more. So it all looks quite good. I would say that the reset, I don't know if that's meant to be in all capitals there. It might be just the name of the collection, but I would say it looks different than the rest of the menu. I'm not sure about that one, but that's all good. What happens when I click stores? Our stores, offline, us too. And then you can have a look at the different places. Cool, they only have 2 stores, so it kind of makes sense for them not to like make a big deal about it, install a map, do all of that. Yeah, I think this is pretty. I think it's fine. And they have show map. What happens here? I wonder if there's a way if they can make this a pop-up as opposed to a new tab, because then people could then get, lost on maps and kind of go through maps and then kind of abandon. I do like that they did a new tab, that's great, but they could just make like a little pop-up that then they could exit out and then be on that page. That would be really good. I think another thing that they could do is actually, enhance these images a little bit and really show people enjoying their time in the store and the community that's in the store. Then we're gonna go to the about. Once again, for a e-commerce store, I would probably opt away from using about in the header. Probably more opt to that in the footer once again, but I know that it seems like these guys are really big on community and on brand, so I can understand the thought behind why they've done it. And just so you know as well, guys, I'm just looking at this on a desktop view. I would probably have a fully, different approach if this was a mobile view as well. For the sake of timing today, I'm just gonna do it via desktop. But yes, 100% when you're viewing and reviewing your sites, guys, make sure you do mobile. If anything, do mobile first, because that's where a majority of the users are shopping from. So Katya and Vera, founders, oh, they look so sweet. So friends, sweats, feels. It all started when we met in high school, bonding over our love of R&B and aerobics. Can you blame us? We need to be friends. This is brilliant. Oh, this is really nice. This is a really good page builder that they've used here. Really lovely. I would recommend for them though to pop this in the footer if I was them. It still will get traction. People will love exploring the site, and for those people that do love exploring like the ins and the outs of the site, they will discover this. But I would probably opt and put like the best selling like categories in the menu as opposed to about, which doesn't lead you to checkout. Okay, next thing is sustainability. Cool. Once again, I think I would put this in the footer, but I get that they're being like brand first, which I actually really appreciate. But yes. Awesome, cool. They've got a really beautiful page for this. Amazing. And then frequently asked questions. Once again, I would put this in the footer. I do think that that's native to e-commerce, is to have your frequently asked questions in the footer. So to see it in the category menu. For an e-commerce store, I would avoid, but that's okay. So let's have a look. I click on shipping, it takes me to the shipping page. I would wonder if they could, with their frequently asked questions, if say it says shipping and then it like has like a drop down so that people can just stay on frequently asked questions in general and not have to leave the page. And then they get on the shipping page and they can't go anywhere. Haha, that's funny. They have a boomerang for returns. That's really cool. But yeah, at the moment they all go to separate pages. I can understand that they don't want it to be too cluttered because there's a lot. Yeah, I think for especially looking here in this returns policy experience that they could probably just have drop downs, because I just think that it's taking people to so many different pages and it's probably not necessary. I know that this would have taken a lot of work to set up though, which is, you know, up to them at the end of the day, but yeah. I don't know about this one. I could go on a bit about this journey, but if it was me, I would put everything in the footer and then try and just have like a drop down one pager that accomplishes everything, as opposed to like so many different pages and new tabs and just getting people away from checkout basically. Yeah, that would be my ultimate recommendation here. Cool. Oh, and looks like when I go down to the footer, they have frequently asked questions. They've got shippings, returns, size guide, all of that already there in the footer. So I think it can just stay there. That's exactly where you want people to be looking anyway. And then if I was them, I'd add sustainability, about, stores, and then I would bring forward in the shop category the most best-selling categories and put them in the category menu instead. So if I was to click on like these links here, leggings, cool, new in, sports bras, shorts. Yep, very nice. Shop the latest. That's really good. People love a good new arrival. I think this looks really beautiful. Pockets collection. Gosh, they're good. Pockets are everything. How to go green with us. Yeah, this is really cool. I love how much they appreciate brand. It really shows. I think what's missing from these guys potentially on this homepage is reviews. It would be really good to have some kind of like community building and reviews and sort of show like who the Nimble Activewear community is. I think that could be a really nice piece to sort of show more target personas of who should buy the product, but also just some UGC or some content that makes people feel like when they join Nimble that they join a soul sister space, or like a sister space. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, I think that would be really nice. And maybe bestsellers. Oh, is that loud? Can you hear that? Okay, and so just to kind of segue in here, I'm not sure exactly where we were up to, but the vacuum cleaner started kind of releasing all across the house for the next like 40 minutes. And this video has already gone for quite a while. So it has been amazing to go through this site, just kind of like initial thoughts on the category menu, the top bar, and then a little bit about the homepage. I haven't gone through all of the kind of footer elements yet, or kind of gone into like the product pages or the checkout process or anything like that, but it is already a really long video. So I guess what I'd love to hear from you guys, if you did make it this far into the video, is please like this video if you would like to see more videos like this. Dean and I thought that we would do like many stores and like have such a good time, but I guess when you start to dissect elements of a website, it actually can take ages. So, and we want it to, we don't want to just like brush over some really important parts. So yeah, we would love if you were to like this video and comment if you do want to see more of this content where we really kind of extrapolate different websites and provide recommendations. That would be really cool to know if you want to see more of that content. But yeah, so interesting. We started this video being like, yeah, we'll do like 5 different websites, but yeah, we kind of lost like 40 minutes there with the vacuum. Life goes on. But if you did like this video, give it a like, comment down below what you'd love to see next. Also comment your thoughts on the tips that we gave. Perhaps you have some different views and we would love to hear what your feedback is, and yeah, how we can all kind of grow and learn in e-commerce together. Subscribe if you haven't already, so make sure to hit that big red button so that you get updated every time there's a new video. Also share this with a friend who has an e-commerce store. Perhaps they'll learn something new about this process of actually kind of auditing a site. Whether they're with Shopify or not, it actually is really beneficial to kind of, go down and actually audit your website in line with what, say, a marketing specialist is also recommending. So yeah, that would be an awesome thing for you to do, is for you to share this video around. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video soon. Bye.